What's going on, guys? The Barber Phil here, back again with another haircut tutorial. And in today's cut, we will be doing another taper fade. We'll take the top down. We're going to use a 4-guard to connect this the sides up into the top. And guys, I do apologize. I know that I'd like to bring a variety of cuts to the channel. I don't know what it is. With the pandemic, the shop's been a tad bit slower, and I feel like a lot of the cuts that's been coming through, particularly in my chair, have been tapers. So you know, hopefully with the holidays coming up this week, I'll get a little more variety of cuts. But either way, guys, we're gonna start things off. This is a 4-guard with the magic clip, and this is in real time. You guys can tell how slow that I'm coming up through there. Basically, what I'm wanting to do is eliminate the number of strokes that I have to take up through there, and then by going slower, especially where the sides connect to the top in that parietal ridge area, if you go slower, you can allow that hair to really feed through that cutting blade smoother, which will in turn also help. You know, you won't have to come in as much with clipper over comb or shear over comb or blending shear over comb, because by using the shape of the head, if you come straight up off the side, first off, you're going to remove a lot of the bulk on the sides initially, but then when you come up through there nice and slow and allow that hair to feed through as smoothly as possible, you eliminate a lot of those back end steps that you have in regards to connecting the sides to the top. So this is a 4-guard open, and then from here we will continue to work our way down, and then we will taper out from bottom to top once we get down to the very bottom. As you guys can tell, I'm using that comb quite a bit. Every few strokes we're combing the hair back down into place, just so that every time we come up through here, we're getting a nice even cut. All the hair that needs to be cut is in place where it should be. And so that's why you always need to, especially in that connecting area, always use a comb that hair back down into place. Now what we've done, we've gone to an open 3-guard, so we're going to go about halfway to 3/4 of the way up through this where the section we left off at with that 4-guard. Then we will close the lever up halfway, slowly work our way down, close it up all the way, and finish up with a closed 3-guard just below that half open section, just slowly starting to work our way down, and then we will get into the 2-guard. And this is the initial rough draft, so we will come back in later. You guys can tell right in that area that I just hit, there is a dark spot. We'll come back in later and knock that out some. But we got into the 2-guard here. We're going to obviously start with it open. I did drop down quite a bit farther just to remove a lot more of that bulk at the bottom and the base of the fade here. But we're going to go up with this open 2-guard about halfway to 3/4 of the way up through the section that we ended with that 3-guard. Now once we get to some of the corners up near like the C-cup, you can see me kind of angle the clipper using just the corners of a blade. But for the most part, come up through here, make sure that you are using the shape of your client's head to know where to kind of drop. If it needs to be dropped in the back some, then drop it in the back some. If their head is shaped best for you just to go with that fade straight around even, you can do that as well. But we did that open 2-guard, half open, all the way closed. Now what we're doing is an open 1-guard right here in the right in the temple area. We're just using the corners of the blade to get through the C-cup, kind of clean that up, fold the ear down, get down at the base of that out of the way and nice and clean, so that when we come in and do the lineup around the ear, that hair is nice and knocked down. Here we are using the Babyliss FXs, just using that left corner and that left side of the blade, kind of angling it through there, just kind of gliding it across the skin, not pressing in or applying too much pressure. I really like where these FXs are set, because I don't have to apply much pressure at all. As long as that hair is combed down and in place, then these FXs are going to eat right through it. And then this is that dark spot that I said I was going to detail. I pulled out the 2-guard. I'm using just the last few teeth on this blade. I've got it actually almost over exaggerated, angled to the right, so that I can use those right teeth and just really pinpoint those dark spots. And I did go ahead and speed up the back and the left side, So we're gonna let this ride for a second, but it's the same steps, guys. 4 guard up and off, really using the shape of the head, and a comb. 3 guard, 2 guard, and then we'll get down to the taper in the back, and I'll hop back in once we get to that. I don't know if you guys will notice, but my pointer finger is not even almost on the actual clipper. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if any of you guys do the same thing, but I like to have almost as little grip on the clipper as possible. And the reason for that, I don't want to feel like that I'm manhandling the clipper up through there. I want that clipper to really be fluent in my hand, and me be able to rock it or scoop through the top or flick through there. I want to be as light-handed as I can be, and so a lot of times I'll have those few fingers on the back and then just the thumb on top, and that thumb is basically just there just to basically hold the clipper in my hand. But a lot of the work that I do with the clipper comes from those few fingers underneath, just kind of rocking up through there, kind of doing that scoop through motion. So I don't know if any of you guys do that, and I don't even always hold the clipper like this, but I do normally just about always have just the thumb on top. That pointer finger, like right there, you can kind of tell it's not even touching the clipper. I know Bosio, if you watch a lot of his videos, he actually holds his pointer finger on the, it almost looks like he puts it on the side of his guard or the side of his blade is what it looks like. Or mine's just kind of bent and just suspended in air there. Bosio actually puts his finger up by where he's cutting. So that might be something I try out. Let me know, guys, in the comment section if y'all do that, or if y'all, you wrap your pointer finger around the bottom with your fingers underneath, or if you feel like you over grip your clippers too much. I just feel like I don't have tattoos, but I feel like that's something that could contribute to being like a heavy-handed barber. If you've just got too much grip or pressure applied to your clippers, it might in turn translate over to your clients kind of feeling that when you're coming up through there. Just let me know in the comment section, guys, if any of y'all happen to do anything like that yourself. So as you can tell a while ago, we did the initial FX section at the bottom. Then we flicked out that FX line with the Slimline. And the reason I personally do that is because my metal magic clip all the way closed takes out that flicked out Slimline Pro Li section or line. So I know that I can come in here, do about a 1 inch or so open section with the no guard, halfway close that up, just eliminate in the middle there, and then connect it to that FX and Slimline section by closing this this magic clip all the way up. You can flick an FX and get it to not leave as harsh of a line, but my FX is hit so hard that even flicking out sometimes, I still find myself needing to come in with the corners of the blade and soften that up a little bit. That's why I always come in right after my FX, do the Slimline, and then I can get straight into the fade from there and not ever have to worry about pulling the trimmer back out for any hints of lines or anything like that. So here we've got the 1 guard open. We're connecting this to where we left off with that 1.5 guard, and then to completely connect it all together, this is the Wahl Premium half guard. Usually start with it halfway to 3/4 of the way open. It doesn't particularly like to cut right off the bat when it's all the way open. So about halfway or 3/4 of the way open usually gets that done, and this is the perfect connecting guard between an open clipper and that 1 guard. Sometimes even through the 1.5. But anyways, guys, we're gonna let this side ride a little bit. Same steps. Just be really methodical with your connecting between the sides and the top with that 4 guard initially, and that will always help you out in the long run to eliminate some of that work that you got to do on the back end. So on this side, we did actually skip the 1.5 guard. We went straight into it from the 2 guard down into the 1 guard. We're just going to open and close it, kind of finesse our way through there, eliminate some of the steps. I must have learned that from the other side, that I could get away without the 1.5 guard. So sometimes you can do that. Make sure you always pay attention from one side to the other, what you think you can and can't get away with. That can be very time efficient, and it may even you know, it definitely will speed you up, but it may somehow help your fade out. You may be able to get a better transition. What we're doing there, I did a small connection or fade out of the beard. We just did a close no guard, half open, both down into the temple area, down into the beard and up into the temple area. Now we're using the FXs, getting the roundabout his ear nice and cleaned up. Make sure you fold that ear down, get all that pesky hair above the ear, using just the corners of your blade. And then when you get down that back neckline, you can use the full width of the blade. And guys, I apologize, I didn't get the top cut in this particular haircut. We just wet it, point cut the top, took it down just enough. He just wanted to wear it forward. He was pushing it to the side a little bit, especially once it got longer. This time he decided that he wanted to just kind of get up and go. Everybody's kind of stuck at home, so I understand that entirely. But that about does it for this haircut, guys. Here was the before. After it's coming up. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you thought. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that you get updated every time I post a new video. Sunday and Wednesday is the schedule. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. And until the next video, guys, I appreciate it. Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys. Eat you some turkey, eat you some chicken, some gravy, some stuffing. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you in the next one.